I've just been to do my shopping. 90 seconds in and out. 2 pints of mixed maggots. I'll see you at the water's edge. I popped into the village first. I'm picking my wife and youngest daughter up and decided to visit the charity shop. The Last Dance Motown album. Unfortunately though, I've got that one. This is the village, close to where we live. It's just over a mile walk. Very pleasant as well. Down the lane and up the road. It's a very, very cold start to the day. I put that across the windshield. It's like a piece of cardboard. But will the fish be feeding? That is the question. What do I think? First cast, or rather first drop in down the side. Very shallow. You have to look for the deeper sections. Undercut banks, you still get those on small brooks where, especially when there's been flood water coming through and the banks have been eroded, so you've got a little hiding space for the fish. Those are the features. Doesn't matter whether you're on the ocean or a tiny brook, it's all about features, isn't it? Where will the fish be? Well, this is where they will be. Will they be feeding after we've had that sudden drop in temperature? Well, you saw my verdict on the car window just now, written in the ice. I've had a couple of fish drop off as I've lifted them from the water. So they are feeding. Would it be a case of third time lucky? I've got a little tap there on the rod tip. It's great when you're fishing for fish of this size. You can still get the bite. Yes. Oh, that one came off as well. They're feeding. That's the good positive thing. It's very slow. I've had 4 fish drop off and just that tiny one that I managed to get on the bank and in my hand. So at least I'm not a blanker. Obviously the drop in temperature, sharp one as well, sub-zero temperatures this morning first thing, that's had an effect upon the fish. And I always find in a situation like this that the bigger sticklebacks are very reluctant to even have a go at the maggot. They tend to lie low. I think the smaller ones, they probably are more active, but I still caught big fish in conditions like this, and that's the thing, isn't it? What do I keep saying all the time? As long as your bait's in the water, you've always got a chance. You don't only go fishing when all the boxes are ticked, because sometimes you do and you don't catch. And then other times you think, will be a struggle today, will be difficult. I've got a lot of hurdles to cross, but you go and you have a great session. And that's angling, isn't it? I've said a few times recently, you don't know what each fishing session holds. And if you did, it would totally take the element of mystery out of it, wouldn't it? Next fish I get, it could be a 0.6 gram stickleback like I had on my last session, or it could be a 8.1 gram. Now that would be some fish, wouldn't it? Would be the British record, by the way. After 5 dropped fish, I finally get the second one on the bank. I'll weigh that. That's a good 2 gram fish. It's a good 2. Could possibly be a 3 maybe. We'll see. 2.9. Not a bad guess though. Very good guess indeed, actually. Another one for the scales. It will be a very good 2. Shall we say just a scrape of 3 on this one? Brilliant. Back home, I'm in the garden. checking on the frog spawn, and a few flakes of snow have just fallen from the sky. Looking up though, it's very, very white indeed, so it could be interesting today. It's not predicted, but you never know, do you?